Oh, she is my dear, my darling one, her eyes so sparkling full of fun. No other can match the likes of her. She is my dear, my darling one, my smiling and beguiling one. I love the ground she walks upon, my darling Irish girl.
For anybody on the age of 30, there may be a couple of tumbleweeds blowing around the room with the sound of a lone church bell ringing in the background. For the rest of you guessed right, give yourselves a round of applause. The song was made famous by Mr. Sean Connery, aka 007, when serenading the beautiful Janet Monroe in the 1959 Walt Disney film Darby O'Gill and the Little People. Most of us claim to be movie buffs, and we reminisce about our favourite kids' movies from Star Wars, Indiana Jones to The Sound of Music and back. But Darby O'Gill and the Little People was by far my favourite. I absolutely love this film. Believe it or not, Darby O'Gill and the Little People broke new ground with its mind-blowing special effects and was a prelude to such films as The Hobbit and the Lord of the Rings trilogy. The death coach scene, and I've watched it scores of times down through the years, still scares the heebie-jeebies out of me. Darby's brain is racing faster than the death coach as he wonders what's on the other side. Is it limbo, purgatory, heaven or hell? I watch it today along with my children, and we still freak out at the wailing banshee.
There is a massive Belfast connection, especially with the lead role played by local man, the late great Albert Sharpe, who starred as Darby O'Gill at the grand old age of 73. Albert had enjoyed a 50-year acting career that took him from smoke-filled theatres of Belfast to the Abbey Theatre in Dublin, then to Europe and Hollywood, before Walt Disney plucked him from retirement to play the part of Darby O'Gill, with Jimmy O'Dea as King of the Little People. Disney, who was of Irish descent, had watched and admired Albert many years before in the hit New York Broadway show Finian's Rainbow. Strangely enough, Albert was also from Broadway in Belfast, that is. Albert Sharpe was born in Belfast on the 15th of April 1885, and from a very early age there were signs he was a natural entertainer. After a brief time at the Christian Brothers School, he began his stage career as a magician's assistant in the small concert hall on North Queen Street. Over the next few years, Albert became a familiar figure topping the bill in the old smoke-filled Belfast theatres, the Hippodrome, Empire and the Alhambra. He was capable of any mode of acting with a natural gift for comedy, but he became best known for a vaudeville act with his partner Joe Carney. They created a black and white minstrel themed act called The White Blackbirds and were very popular wherever they performed. On the 5th of December 1918, he married Madge Watterson, a boxmaker from Market Street in St Malachy's Church in Alfred Street. Madge was the rock of the family, and they settled down in Ivy Crescent and would have 6 children. Times would have been tough for the acting profession during the hungry 30s, and I'm sure Albert would have had his own experiences down through the years.
At the age of 62, just when most people will be looking forward to their twilight years and retirement, the man from Broadway Belfast struck gold and became an overnight success on Broadway, New York.
In the spring of 1947, theatrical producers on Broadway, New York, were desperate to find someone to portray Finian McLorgan in Finian's Rainbow. Albert ramped home at the audition. He was on billboards 100 feet high on 46th Street, Broadway. The musical ran for 2 years and was one of Broadway's post-war successes. The success he now enjoyed led to a career in films. He played opposite dancing geniuses Fred Astaire in Royal Wedding, and notably with Gene Kelly in Bring It Down, the musical fantasy. He starred alongside a very youthful Peter O'Toole in the movie The Day They Robbed the Bank of England. He also starred alongside with child protege Shirley Temple in Adventure in Baltimore.
Albert was a very modest man and a homebird, so fame didn't affect him. He wasn't a drinker or a big socialiser, but a family man who loved to open his back gate with Madge and kids in hand and disappear into the bog meadows with its many labyrinths and mazes, admiring the various bird, plant and insect species. Albert's last 10 years were spent in retirement, and he passed away on the 13th of February 1970, and now rests not too far from his beloved Bog Meadows here at Milltown Cemetery. And while I'm here at Milltown Cemetery, I may as well take you to the grave of another famous Belfast actor.
James Stuart Devlin, known as J.G. Devlin, was born on the 8th of October 1907. The Devlin family lived at 26 Ormore Street in the Clonard area of the Falls Road, Belfast. J.G. attended St Gall's School in Waterford Street behind Clonard Monastery.
J.G. Devlin began to act when local priest Father Toll formed a drama group, and being bitten by the acting bug, this ignited an addictive passion for drama. In the early part of the 1930s, he founded his own dramatic society called the Ormore Players. And after a series of part-time jobs, he was employed in the office of James Mackey and Sons on the Springfield Road. During World War II, he was paid by Mackey's to put on plays for its workers. And on the 31st of January 1942, J.G. Devlin married his sweetheart, Lavonia White. The couple had met at the Common Clonard, of which J.G. was a founding member in Waterford Street, where Irish was taught.
In 1949, J.G. appeared professionally in the John Steinbeck play of Mice and Men, produced by the Ulster Group Theatre. This was followed by a part as Granda in the hit BBC radio drama The McCoys, which ran from 1949 to 1955 and was written by the distinguished, talented writer and actor Joe Tumulty.
From 1950 to 1955, J.G. Devlin continually worked for the Ulster Group Theatre. However, in 1959, J.G. Devlin and a number of other Belfast actors would be propelled into public controversy when East Belfast playwright Sam Thompson penned the play Over the Bridge, which exposed the sectarianism in the Belfast shipyards at that time. This play was banned 2 weeks before it was due to open by the board of directors of the Ulster Group Theatre. They reckoned it was too hot for Belfast audiences to handle. Boy, did that backfire. What followed is the stuff of theatrical legend, when Ulster Group Theatre director and actor Jimmy Ellis, famous for said cars and the Billy plays with Kenneth Branagh, decided to break away from the Ulster Group Theatre along with a band of other Belfast thespians to stage the play independently, and doing so challenging bigotry, political corruption and highlighting censorship. My father Jerry, who's nearly 90, still remembers the controversy to this very day.
Sam Thompson's play Over the Bridge debuted through Over the Bridge Productions on Tuesday, the 26th of January 1960 at the Old Empire Theatre. The play was a runaway success, performing to over 42,000 people in 6 weeks, including many shipyard workers, and is still remembered as a pivotal moment in Belfast cultural history for confronting sectarianism.
Sam Thompson passed away on February the 15th, 1965 at the young age of 48 and rests not too far from Milltown Cemetery, just over the road at Belfast City Cemetery. And on his headstone it says, "His was the voice of many men." For J.G. Devlin, the 1950s, 60s, 70s and 80s brought a mixture of theatre, television and also Hollywood films, acting alongside Rock Hudson in Captain Lightfoot, and the last film he performed in was with Tom Cruise and Nicole Kidman in the film Far and Away.
For 60 years, J.G. Devlin was one of the most celebrated Belfast actors of his generation and passed away on October the 17th, 1991.
Just before I go, I should point out that J.G. Devlin starred in my favourite film of all time. You probably never heard of it. It was called Darby O'Gill and the Little People, alongside the also great Belfast actor Albert Sharpe.